Welcome back to Figs Talks Fights. I'm Brian Figueredo. I need a goddamn haircut and a shave, but who gives a fuck? Justin Gaethje and Khabib Nurmageadov are going to finally get this title unification fight happening in Fight Island. In less than 15 hours now? So let's just get right into it. Look, Khabib Nurmageadov, he has to be your favorite. 28-0. You can make some arguments that he lost a few rounds or even lost a fight to Gleison Tibau. I would not follow that narrative at all. You could even say he lost a round to Conor McGregor. Maybe it was a close third round, okay? You can't really judge these things based on, he's undefeated. So if people look competitive with him, all of a sudden you think they actually won the round. No. These are tighter than people actually look when you are invincible, or at least looking invincible the way Khabib has, okay? Somebody gets competitive with them, all of a sudden they think they're winning. But tomorrow night might be a whole different circumstance and a different story. Now look, Khabib has not fought since September of 2019. This fight's taking place tomorrow, October the 24th. So we're talking about 13 and a half months later that he's had a layoff. He's had injuries before, came back with the Darrell Horcher fight, but this is not a tune-up like Darrell Horcher was going back about 4 years ago, okay? Justin Gaethje has looked absolutely incredible since his loss to Dustin Poirier. Speaking of which, that's a fight where Dustin Poirier actually got a takedown on Justin Gaethje. Yes, he scrambled back up to his feet, but that's got to be a little bit concerning when you're fighting a guy like Khabib who literally takes down everybody he fights. So, these guys stacking up, if Khabib was on the roll that Gaethje was on, I would say for sure you have to go with your favorite. It's Khabib, but for some odd reason, I don't want to predict it, but an upset here is not going to be anything shocking to me. Gaethje's been on fire. He is picking beautiful angles to strike with, okay? Donald Cerrone in that fight, him just pivoting off the side, making Donald Cerrone turn to him and then catching him clean with that right hand. Beautifully done. His fight with Tony Ferguson, yes, they had a couple of competitive rounds, and Tony even dropped Justin at the end of the second round. But overall, that was Gaethje's fight. Tony was following Gaethje towards the end of the fourth and the fifth round, literally just walking into his shots, okay? Justin Gaethje's game plan, he says, is going to be to create damage every time these guys collide. Create car crashes, he calls it. Look, I've said it before on this channel. The scary thing about Justin Gaethje, this guy literally goes into fights accepting he'd get knocked the fuck out. Lights out, getting concussed. He accepted it, walked in the cage, and did the opposite to his opponents. Now, coming into tomorrow's fight, okay, he's saying he's already envisioned Khabib just taking him down, grinding on him. And he's okay with it because he's ready to battle back. That's a scary mentality to have. I mean, for a lot of people, you can see how that could break you. What do you mean? You're conceding to failure? That's not the situation at all. The situation is that he's already accepted the worst case scenario, and he's going to build his mind from there. So if Khabib has a hard time taking Justin down and he keeps chopping at those legs, okay, making dirty elbows and exchanges in the clinch, getting the hell away from the fence, because that's pretty much where most of Khabib's takedowns come from, we may just see an upset, and you can forget about this whole George St. Pierre versus Khabib to go 30-0 fight, okay? That's a different story for a different day. I don't even know if I want to see that fight. GSP, I mean, one of the greatest ever, if not the greatest ever to ever do it. What does he need to come back for and fight a lightweight? Come on. But anyhow, nonetheless, I don't want to go as far as to say, you know what? Fuck it. I'm picking Justin Gaethje for a huge upset in Fight Island, a.k.a. it's just Abu Dhabi. But anyhow, nonetheless, if you enjoyed the content, subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, all that great stuff. Until next time.